Ever wondered how stress and worry can evolve into a mental health issue? In the hustle and bustle of our modern world, we're often faced with stressors that can cause us to worry. This worry, while a natural response to potential threats, can sometimes become a bit more than just an occasional concern. When worry becomes excessive, persistent, and begins to interfere with our daily lives, it can morph into a mental health disorder. Disorders such as generalized anxiety disorder, panic disorder, and obsessive-compulsive disorder can take root. These are not just labels, but real, tangible conditions that affect millions of people every day. Imagine having unrealistic fears or worries about various aspects of life, such as health, work, relationships, or safety. These fears are exaggerated, often lacking substantial evidence or reason, yet they persist, becoming an unwelcome guest in your mind that refuses to leave. Imagine experiencing physical symptoms like restlessness, insomnia, fatigue, muscle tension, headaches, or stomach aches. These symptoms are not just because of a long day or a bad night's sleep. They are directly caused or worsened by the constant worry that occupies your thoughts. Behavioral symptoms can also arise, such as avoidance, procrastination, or reassurance-seeking behaviors. These actions are often taken to reduce or prevent worry, but they frequently have the opposite effect, creating a vicious cycle of fear and anxiety. And let's not forget the emotional toll. Feelings of irritability, sadness, guilt, or hopelessness may become frequent companions, further impacting the quality of life. So we see how excessive worry can create a cycle of fear and anxiety, leading to various mental health disorders. But remember, understanding is the first step to overcoming. As we delve deeper into this topic, we'll explore the causes of these mental health disorders and discuss effective coping strategies. After all, knowledge is power, and with power, we can create change. What causes these mental health issues to arise in the first place, you might wonder? Well, it's not a simple one-size-fits-all answer. Mental health disorders are the product of a complex interplay of various factors. Let's start with genetics. Just like how you may inherit your mother's eyes or your father's laugh, you might also inherit a predisposition to certain mental health conditions. This doesn't guarantee that you'll develop a disorder, but it can make you more susceptible, especially when coupled with certain environmental triggers. Next, we have brain chemistry. Our brains are intricate networks of chemicals and signals. When these chemicals, known as neurotransmitters, are out of balance, it can affect our mood and emotions. For instance, imbalances in serotonin or dopamine levels can contribute to conditions like depression or anxiety. Then there's personality. Certain personality traits or styles, such as perfectionism or low self-esteem, can make individuals more prone to stress and anxiety. These traits can sometimes act as a catalyst, turning normal worry into something more debilitating. Life events also play a significant role. Experiencing stressful or traumatic events like abuse, loss, or illness can trigger or exacerbate mental health problems. These events can leave deep psychological scars, leading to conditions like post-traumatic stress disorder. Lastly, we must acknowledge social factors. Discrimination, oppression, isolation, or poverty can significantly increase stress levels and limit access to essential resources or support. Such societal challenges can make individuals more vulnerable to mental health disorders. As we can see, it's a complex interplay of various factors that lead to the development of mental health disorders. It's not about blaming oneself or others. It's about understanding the multifaceted nature of mental health and recognizing that it's okay to seek help. After all, we all have our battles to fight, and there's no shame in asking for a helping hand. What can we do to manage these worries and prevent them from turning into mental health issues? Well, let's delve into the variety of evidence-based coping strategies and treatments available. First, therapy is an incredibly effective tool. Working with a trained and qualified mental health professional can help us understand, confront, and overcome our worries or mental health problems. There are different types of therapy, such as cognitive behavioral therapy, which focuses on changing negative thought patterns and behaviors, and psychotherapy, which explores past experiences and relationships to understand current worries or issues. Next, medication can be a viable option. Psychiatrists can prescribe medication to help manage the symptoms of mental health disorders. Antidepressants, anti-anxiety drugs, mood stabilizers, and antipsychotics can all play a role in treatment. It's important to note that medication isn't a cure, but it can make living with a mental health disorder more manageable. Self-care is another crucial component. This involves taking care of our physical health through regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate sleep. But it also includes taking care of our mental health. This might mean taking time each day to relax and do something we enjoy, practicing mindfulness or meditation, or simply spending time in nature. Lastly, we can't underestimate the power of a strong support system. Friends, family, and even support groups can provide emotional assistance during difficult times. Sometimes, just knowing that there are others who understand what we're going through can make all the difference. And remember, there's no one-size-fits-all solution. What works for one person might not work for another. It's all about finding what works best for you and your unique situation. Seeking help for mental health issues can feel overwhelming. But know this, you're not alone. There are resources and people ready to help, and most importantly, there's hope. With the right approach and support, it's possible to manage these worries and lead a healthy life. To wrap up, it's important to remember that worrying, while a natural response to stressors, can become detrimental when it persists and begins to interfere with our daily lives. It's crucial to recognize when worry starts to morph into something more serious, like generalized anxiety disorder, panic disorder, obsessive-compulsive disorder, or post-traumatic stress disorder. These mental health conditions can manifest through unrealistic fears, difficulty controlling worries, physical symptoms like restlessness or insomnia, behavioral symptoms such as avoidance, and emotional symptoms like irritability or sadness. We must remember that these disorders are not a sign of weakness, but rather the result of complex interactions of genetics, brain chemistry, personality traits, life events, and social factors. It's equally critical to understand that there isn't a single cause for these conditions. They can stem from a combination of factors: genetic predisposition, imbalances in neurotransmitters, certain personality traits, stressful life events, and social challenges. It's a complicated web, but understanding this can help remove the stigma surrounding mental health. However, amid all this, there is a silver lining. Mental health disorders are treatable, and there are numerous effective ways to manage them. Therapy, for instance, is an invaluable resource. Working with a trained mental health professional can help you understand, confront, and overcome your worries or mental health issues. Remember, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to ask for help. We live in a world that is more understanding and accepting of mental health issues than ever before. There are resources available, and it's important to utilize them. In conclusion, mental health matters. It's an integral part of our overall well-being. It's important to acknowledge and address our mental health, just as we would our physical health. By understanding the causes and effects of mental health disorders, we can better equip ourselves to deal with them and support those around us who may be struggling. Remember, it's okay to ask for help. Mental health matters. Take care of yourself and those around you.